Welcome back to Cameron's Corner, Utah Real Estate Insights, episode number 4. I'm Cameron Hecking, your local real estate coach and Utah native for my whole life. Today, we're diving into a hot topic. Should you move to Utah County? Whether you're feeling the itch to leave California, Arizona, or just need a fresh start, this episode is all about what it's really like to live here. The good, the not so good, and everything in between. If you've been thinking about relocating, whether from Salt Lake County or any other counties surrounding Utah, or from out of state, stick around. And if you want a free relocation guide, DM me guide on Instagram and I'll send it your way. But let's hop into it. Why are people moving here to Utah County? More and more people are relocating to Utah County from places like California, Arizona, Washington, and Texas. The reason for it really comes down to affordability and quality of life. Utah's job market is booming, especially in tech, and it's remote worker friendly. The cost of living in major metros is driving people to look for more space, more value, and a better balance, which are all things that are being offered here in Utah County. The affordability aspect of Utah County is a lot better than places like Arizona and California, and quite a bit better than in Salt Lake County as well. The median home price range from $450K to $600K for townhomes and single family homes is a lot better than you're seeing in some of these areas, and that is what's driving traffic to Utah County. You're also seeing property taxes are lower here than they are in a ton of areas, sitting around 0.52%. Less financial stress means a higher quality of life, and it's as simple as that. The next drawing factor is going to be the outdoor lifestyle. You get all 4 seasons here, and there's tons to do in all of them. You get snowboarding, you get hiking, you get boating and biking, and you have awesome areas like Utah Lake, Mount Timpanogos, and American Fork Canyon, which are all within 30 to 45 minutes. So if you're somebody who's looking for an outdoor lifestyle, Utah County really can't be beat. The next driving factor is the family-friendly vibes that Utah County and most of its cities and suburbs have to offer. Overall, you're getting very safe neighborhoods. You're going to be getting strong school systems, and it's a slower pace. You have a very strong community values. It's one of those areas where you're feeling like your neighbors are going to be offering you cookies instead of noise complaints. As far as that family-friendly vibe goes, Utah County really is unmatched. The next point is going to be growth and infrastructure. This is huge. There's rapid growth in Lehigh, Saratoga Springs, and Eagle Mountain, which means you're seeing tons of new construction, schools, roads, and freeway expansions. And the reason that this is a pro is that with a lot of this new construction in today's market, you are seeing a ton of incentives that's making the affordability on these new construction homes pretty awesome. And so you're going to get a brand new home in a nice new community, and you're going to be getting either a price cut or you'll be seeing some interest rates that are lower than standard, making that affordability just a little bit better. So now let's talk a little bit about the cons and things to consider when it comes to moving to Utah County. For those of you looking out of state in areas like Arizona and California, the winter weather is going to be something that you really want to consider. It is snowy, the roads are icy, and their winter inversion takes some getting used to. If you're coming from Utah County or any other counties in Utah, this is something that you're already used to, but it is something that you want to make sure you're considering. There's also less urban and nightlife vibes. So you're going to have fewer big city amenities, and it's going to be more suburban and quiet. So if you're somebody who likes the hustle and bustle, you like the nightlife, and that's super important to you, it's not that there isn't anything here, but it's definitely going to be harder for you to find, and you need to take that into consideration. Next is going to be growing pains. Utah County is somewhere that is growing and is developing. So traffic in places like Lehigh and Saratoga Springs is getting heavier. You do have limited public transportation and lots of ongoing construction. So that is something you're wanting to consider here. The next is going to be a cultural shift. It is strong family and faith-based communities. For some, this is a big plus, but for some, this is something that they're not really looking for, or it's not as important to them. So it's something that you need to be aware of, and that I want to make known if you're used to a little bit more diversity. Now, I want to talk a little bit about who Utah County is perfect for. And by all means, this does not mean you have to fit into this mold to be somebody to live here, but it is what we have seen as the standard. And I want you to be aware of what you're going to run into when you're coming to move to Utah County. It is great for people who are remote workers wanting space and scenery, families looking for affordability, or outdoor enthusiasts. It's also going to be awesome for first-time buyers who are priced out of major metros. Utah County is going to be more affordable than even, say, Salt Lake County. There's tons of incentives going on with new construction and a lot more expansion. The people that it might not be ideal for, and the things you do want to consider, is if you fall into this bucket. Like I talked about, those who prioritize nightlife or like a dense walkable area, Utah County is not that. People who rely on public transit. So if that's something that's huge for you, if you don't drive or you don't want to drive and you're solely relying on public transit, it exists here, but it's not awesome. The next is going to be investors seeking explosive short-term equity gains. That is not the type of area that Utah County is. Next, now that we've talked a little bit about Utah County, what it has to offer, and who might be interested in living here, I want to talk about an incentive that is going on from a builder that highlights just what type of awesome opportunities there are for people looking to relocate here. Edge Homes is a builder that I've talked about before, but I want to get into this incentive because it's honestly insane. Edge Homes is currently offering buyers a 5.49% interest rate plus 9% back in closing costs. Yes, 9%. And what that means is you take your purchase price, you get 9% of that, and Edge is giving that back to you to do what you want with. So you could go take a $700,000 home, get 9% of that, and shave that amount off of the top of the purchase price. That's just one example, but that's a crazy number. This incentive is not going to last long. They're only doing it for the first 10 contracts that come through on a qualified home. So if that's something you'd be interested in, go ahead and reach out to me, and I'd love to fill you in on that just a little bit more. If you're someone who's been on the fence about new construction, or you just want to run the numbers on how much this could save you, reach out to me. Text me at 385-232-0980 or DM me at cameronhecking.re, and I'll walk you through how it works. Now, if you are somebody who is looking to relocate here to Utah County, this is how to start your move. If you're thinking about making the move, I want to give you a few steps on how to make it smooth and efficient. 1, grab my free Utah County relocation guide. Like I said, DM me guide and I'll send that to you. 2, you want to book a 15-minute buyer strategy call. So hop on a call with me. We'll go through exactly where you're coming from, what your situation is, and how we can set you up in the perfect spot to get relocated here to Utah County. 3 is you want to get pre-approved with a lender and build a game plan. If you're not pre-approved, we're shooting in the dark. We have no clue what you can qualify for, which means we have no clue where in Utah County to start your search. Number 4 is tour homes virtually or come on over and plan a visit. I do virtual tours all the time. It's not an issue, and it gets you kind of seeing what the properties look like here in Utah County, what you can expect, and what might work for you and your family. Number 5 is to make your move with confidence. Reach out to me, and with this game plan and with your pre-approval, And with going through and touring properties, you're going to be able to know that this move is 100% right for you. So let's get you taken care of. And once again, comment guide on my latest Instagram post or DM me, and I'll send that straight to you. Thanks for tuning into Cameron's Corner. I hope this episode helped you get a real feel for what Utah County has to offer. If you have questions, want to start a plan, or just need honest advice, I'm just a DM or a text away. You can reach me at 385-232-0980 or message me on Instagram. And again, that's CameronHecking.re. Subscribe for weekly real estate insights. And if you want more helpful content like this in your inbox, send me your email and I'll add you to my newsletter. And don't forget, once again, I'm going to plug it, comment guide if you want the free relocation resource that breaks everything down. That's all I've got for you this week. Send this to somebody who might be looking to relocate to Utah County, and I would love to help them out. I'll see you next week.